இந்த பகுதியை உங்களுக்கு வழங்குபவர்கள்
வால்பாறை வரதன் ரிசார்ட். சுற்றுலா பயணிகளுக்கு ஒரு அரிய வாய்ப்பு. இனிமையாக பொழுதுபோக்க வேண்டுமா? அனைத்து வசதிகளுடன் இயங்கும் வால்பாறை வரதன் ரிசார்ட்டுக்கு வாங்க. குதூகலத்துடன் கொண்டாடிட்டு போங்க.
Extremely bright civil servants do very well in the first 10 years or more, but become pale shadows of themselves when they reach 25 years into the service. That's because they use all their influence they have initially and take shortcuts to push their careers ahead. Such short-term gains are rarely conducive to success in a long career. Thirdly, like all civil servants, you will deal with files. There may be paper files or there may be digital files, but just remember that at the end of every decision you take on file or not take on file, there is a human being. For example, since the Indian Foreign Service served mostly in Delhi or abroad, we did not have the visibility with our own citizens, unlike other ministries. But the late Honorable Sushma Swarajji, my minister when I was secretary in the Ministry of External Affairs, used very simple tools like Twitter or Facebook to reach out to millions of Indians and transform our role as diplomats. Any Indian who is traveling anywhere in the world who needed help could tweet to the Indian mission, and the Indian mission had to reply and assist. In one simple stroke, she brought our people and our foreign policy together. So look for ways to make lives of our citizens easier and be accessible. Fourthly, integrity matters. You may have already seen examples of youngsters in the civil services who compromise their integrity and ruin their reputation very early in their career. I agree there are numerous temptations, but the civil services cannot be the vehicle for misusing governance. My own career has proved to me time and again that integrity is not a matter of choice. Finally, there will always be ups and downs in a career. There could also be occasions when someone far less capable than you gets an opportunity which you do not get. My sincere request is that do not let frustration get the better of you in your career. Getting frustrated affects only you and not anyone else. It is almost always the beginning of the end of your professional career. And even if you have an insignificant job, please do the best you can. You will see the difference that it makes to your career. Since, as I said before, civil service is a marathon and not a 100 meters dash. Have the patience to stay the course. Friends, allow me to conclude from a quote from Tirukkural. Anjamai ஈகை அறிவூக்கம் இந்நான்கும் எஞ்சாமை வேந்தர்க்கு இயல்பு. That is fearlessness, to possess the humane quality of giving, to possess wisdom and dynamism or energy. These are the 4 qualities of a king. That's what Tirukkural says. While our leadership certainly has these qualities are equally necessary for our civil servants who form or ought to form the steel frame of our country through their governance. I thank Shankar IAS Academy for once again for giving me this valuable opportunity to share my thoughts and felicitate the young achievers. Thank you and vanakkam.
Satyendra Singh. All India rank 260 Saurabh Kumar. All India rank 298 Sai Kiran. All India rank 318 Satyendra Singh. 346 Tanmay. 298 Sai Kiran. Then All India rank 318 Satyendra Singh, and we are proudly introducing Satyendra Singh, who is visually impaired, but he could see the vision properly, so he appeared this year. We are very proud to have Satyendra Singh here. He travelled from UP all the way to get felicitated by our finance minister. Then All India rank 346 Tanmay, and then Michael John and Gokul, Pravita, Pratibha. Next, All India rank 346 Tanmay. All India rank 346. All India rank 415 Michael Joan. All India rank 415 Michael Joan. And then All India rank 424 Gokul. All India rank 461 Pratibha Lama. All India rank 499 Prince Sonu Main. All India rank 538 Abhishek. So now it is Pratibha Lama. So Shankar IAS Academy is now like mini India. All India rank 499 Prince Sonu Mayank. All India rank 538 Abhishek Jaiswal. All India rank 546 Kavin Murray. All India rank 538 Abhishek Jaiswal. Next will be Kavin Murray. All India rank 546 Kavin Murray. Kavin Murray. All India rank 546. 602 Ritvik Rai. 617 Mohana Deepika. So 602 Ritvik Rai now. 617 Mohana Deepika. I request everyone to be ready so that you can get felicitated quickly. Now Ritvik Roy, and then 617 Mohana Deepika, and then 639 Arun Prakash, 656 Vaishak, 690 Sanjay Sashikant. So now 639 Arun Prakash. Now All India rank 656 Vaishak. So now All India rank 656 Vaishak. Then All India rank 690 Sanjay Shashikant, and then Madhu Surya, Shrishti Gupta, Saravana Kumar. Please be ready. All India rank 690 Sanjay Saikant, and then 708 Madhu Surya. All India rank 708 Madhu Surya. All India rank 728 Shrishti Gupta. All India rank 728 Shrishti Gupta. All India rank 744 Saravana Kumar. All India rank 755 Hari Krishnan. All India rank 783 Felix Gabriel. So now it is Saravana Kumar. After that 755 Hari Krishnan. And then Felix Gabriel Mar. All India rank 783. After that Vaibhav Sajeev Tamirarasi Shrikant. Please be ready. All India rank 783 Felix Gabriel, and then All India rank 819 Vaibhav Vishal. Vaibhav Vishal. All India rank 838 Sajeev P. All of you please come to the stage, please.
Achievers of UPSC and state publications and ladies and gentlemen. It's a great honor for me to stand before you to felicitate this young achievers. You know, UPSC is one of the toughest, the most common exam in the world actually. And you have succeeded in that, and you are here today to take further into your real life problems. And I'd like to congratulate all of you. I'd like to thank Shankar Academy and their promoters for having made this to happen today. I've given only 3 minutes time, so nothing much I can do. In fact, I want to talk so much about 10-15 minutes, but then I've given 3 minutes time. I only wish you all the best. And I understand our ministry has to touch a plate or that. I will come back sometime Academy. I will talk again what I want to talk about. Because there's so much you can talk about civil service and their contribution. After 70 years of independence, still we are a developing country. Today there is one prime minister in the country, the history of India, who have dared to declare 20% as a developed India. And that is a great message with all of you to take with you actually. No prime minister had this courage to say there is a time limit where we become a developed nation there. And you have to follow the traits of our Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji. I always say he is embodiment of 6 C's: character, competence, confidence, compassion, conviction, and courage. These are the 6 C's. I always say our PM is the embodiment of these 6 C's. All of you should follow some of the traits actually. Then only you can make.
I would honestly love to hear each one of them myself. A lot has been said, so I'm not sure if I really will add anything more valuable. All the C's, 6 plus 4 C's, which were mentioned, very important. May not be possible to follow all the 10, but at least you should choose and make a practice of adhering to some of the C's. And experience spoke when Ambassador Tirumurthy mentioned what it is to be in a career of service. And he was all positive, but I want to bring in an element of being a bit of a cynicist. It is very easy to fall into a temptation of small, tantalizing things which come before us, and we think, it's all right, who's going to see me? After being in the administration for now close to 11 years, the bureaucracy in India, Ambassador Tirumurthy should pardon me, the bureaucracy in India is one which is very steely, but is wonderfully networked to know who's doing what. It is they who run the system for themselves. They know who's the officer, who's young, who's doing brilliantly well in a remote corner of India where he is running the district administration. They equally know who among the newcomers is creating trouble for himself. So at no point in time, I think you should have a feeling that you're too far away from Delhi and therefore you can do what you want. No, the system is damn efficient in keeping an eye on each one of you. Just as political parties keep an eye on each one of us political workers. But more than the political parties, the bureaucracy is very efficient to keep meticulous record of every year of what you do and what you don't, and what you do which are not supposed to be done. So, whilst ethical practices are something which I'll appeal, saying you should adopt ethical ways of doing things, be honest, be good in your service, and integrity is of high value, which Ambassador mentioned. But we should be clear that CCTV cameras are not in the common man's streets. It's even within the hallways of bureaucracy. So please do not for a moment fall for any temptation. You're all proud officers of a glorious service. India's bureaucracy is one of the finest in the world. We are very sparingly provided for, because I see when I go abroad, a delegation where we would sit to have a bilateral meeting. India goes with frugal, absolutely shoestring budget in the sense of number of people who come, the domain experts who sit with the minister to negotiate. Whereas, let us say, a Chinese or an American or any one of the Western G7 countries, the top 7 countries, they would have at least 30-35 people. At the table with the minister, let us say 4, behind them 10, even behind them another 20, all helping with papers and that little additional value for your negotiation. So the bureaucracy there is awash. You don't have a dearth of people, whereas Indian bureaucracy is very frugal. You accompany yourself with about 3 or 4 top bureaucrats to talk, and they will be absolutely endowed with all the facts. They're backed with data, they're backed with institutional memory, and therefore your teams perform as much as anybody else. Win or lose, it's okay. So, what it calls for is absolute being in control of your job. Make your teams work for you, and be sure that at any point in time you are asked to speak. Nowadays, in fact, I'm sure till before 2014, a regular prime minister level interface with a district level officer was never thought of. Prime Minister Modi brought that in. Pragati is a program which Prime Minister sits and does with the district administration. So a junior level officer who's just posted in a district.
இந்த பகுதியை உங்களுக்கு வழங்கியவர்கள் வால்பாறை வரதன் ரிசார்ட். சுற்றுலா பயணிகளுக்கு ஒரு அரிய வாய்ப்பு. இனிமையாக பொழுதுபோக்க வேண்டுமா? அனைத்து வசதிகளுடன் இயங்கும் வால்பாறை வரதன் ரிசார்ட்டுக்கு வாங்க. குதூகலத்துடன் கொண்டாடிட்டு போங்க.